Right, ripping back to this just like we're ripping back into the Russian army here. Yeah, they're going to meet the fury of our light dragoons. Their artillery ain't going to stand a chance. Matter of fact, I don't think anything of theirs will. They'll be hitting the deck for sure. Yeah, even this artillery will. All right. Put them down, put them down. This is just going to get cleaned up like clockwork. So, welcome back everyone. This is David with Faramir's Rangers. And yes, this is the next part of our Spain campaign where we are blasting the hell out of the Russians here. As you can see from every angle and side, we are going to continually pummel them until they are no more. Blast them one! Yes, so if you're joining us for the first time, don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as it does help as we are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, which would be awesome. Which would be nice because then we can monetize this channel and it can start helping to pay for some of the things I've had to spend to make these videos, like the editing software and so forth, and also the screen capture device and so on. And yeah, so it would be greatly appreciated if you guys could subscribe. It is free after all. Just need you to click that little subscribe button. Alright, so as you're laying witness, here is the second Russian army coming up to face our light dragoons in the field. And they're going to get the same fate. They got artillery as well, but yeah, they're gonna definitely face the same doom. Alright. They are bringing forth some pretty good firepower with their line infantry. Unfortunately, they can't reload with the darn. And our light dragoons are just too mobile for them. They're gonna get demolished here. We seem to be much better suited for their frozen tundra that's not frozen at all. Matter of fact, it looks more springtime than some of the other places we've been in this campaign. So we must not be in the Russian winter, that's for certain. But anyways, moving right along. So in this video, you might be able to notice that I'm doing a lot of editing in this to speed these battles up and to speed through this final chapters of the campaign. Looks like we're going to probably have one more episode after this, and then the campaign will be complete world domination. But once again, I'm trying to do this. Let me know in the comments below if you like this style of editing, as it is going to make the pacing a lot faster. A little more speed, like my light dragoons, if you will. Nothing hurts like the speed. And I tried to add that cinematic flair for you, so you can see our poor Russian guys hitting the deck in all kinds of style. So once again, let me know in the comments, do you like it, or do you prefer unedited for these campaign videos? What's better? Alright, so looks like the Russian army has about had enough, so we'll let them be. No, we won't. We're going to run them down to the last man, try and get rid of this army completely. As you can see, they are pretty much doomed. They did get one unit to run, which is crazy enough. I thought they'd all be gone. Look at the Plains Nations. They're trying to get a peace treaty again. Good lord, this is a running theme over the last like 15 episodes. We're almost there, Plains Nations. Your greatest fear is about to come true. And you can see that Venice, if you saw just there, they got an army on their flotilla, on their ships. That's kind of scary. I'm gonna have to prepare for that. But as you can see, all of India is ours. All of the Middle East. It's all in Spanish hands. North Africa, yep, that's ours too. All of Western Europe is now ours with the exception of London and Scotland. As you can see, we're just trying to finish up on Poland, Lithuania, and Russia. And then we got Sweden up there. And then Denmark still holds on to Iceland. So we're still have to knock them out. But there's only like 4 regions left for us to take in North America. As you can see on the little map, we've got the Plains Nations, which we're about to take. We got to retake Boston. And we got Montenegro and Newfoundland in the Americas. And pretty much in Southern Europe, we've got just Italy left. And here goes the Black Hills are about to come to terms with the Spanish army. Here we go, man. This is going down. Look, this is more like the frozen tundras here. What's wrong with Russia? The Plains Nations got it going on with the snow here. It's crazy. Well, anyways, let's press forward. Native artillery is laying down suppressing fire. Doesn't that sound peculiar? Well, it does to me. But we're gonna blast them with our native auxiliary cav. Go ahead and knock out that gun piece, if you will. And they got a couple of hidden units that pop up, but we're gonna quickly work to make finishing touches on them. And over on the other flank, we knocked out one of the cav unit. Over here, as we press forward, I sent my Dragoon unit over there to knock out one of their units on their far right-hand side. So he's behind enemy lines, but we're pressing forward with the frontiersmen, and look at them just going downtown on them. That doesn't sound right. What the hell did I say that for? Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Anyways, the frontiersmen are taking it downtown. I think that's what I meant to say. Good Lord mercy. On the left flank, they did get into me here pretty good, doing some good damage, but luckily I was able to salvage this by bringing the cav over to assist my lines, because I was getting into a bit of a pickle, and you can see on the right flank, it's kind of the same story over there. But here in the center, it's pretty much done. We're gonna just keep wrapping up on them now, as their best fights were on the flank, and we've already kaput that, if you will. So we put them down. Plains Nations, you put up a good fight, knocking out over 300 of our men, almost 400 even. So hats off to you, but you're out of here. Plains Nations are done, baby. So unfortunately, this army, which has been with us for a long time in the Americas, is now way out of the way, so I don't know what their fate is. But I do know what the fate of these British troops that took Maine. It wasn't Boston, it was Maine that they took. We're about to take that back. And also, we're on our way to Montenegro over here with our fleet. They got a British fleet over here. We're going to be precariously or cautious with. So we're going to try and land them off over there in the northern part. Now, here we go. We're going to retake Boston from these British, or not Boston. I keep thinking it's Boston. It's not. It's Maine. The Maine plains in Spain. No, that doesn't work out. Anyways, you can look at these British. They're running away, isolating some of their units over here on the on their right flank. And we're just going to smash into it with our cav here. Yeah, it's just citizens, so they should go down pretty easily. As we tomahawk them right in the head. Look at that. That one guy got cracked right in the skull. Yeah, we'll push through and hit this guy too. Crack him in the skull as well. He's trying to run. He's trying to run. It ain't going to work out for you, buddy. They're about toast. They're getting a beat down of the century here. I swear I can't talk right. Anyways, we got to be careful for the Chose de Free. As you can see, they got a line of it that they deployed. But they got another line infantry over here that's isolated, and we're going to team up on them. It's a tag team affair. And now we're just going to smash them right in the front with our other cav and hopefully break them right there. Alright, the infantry's coming forward slowly, slowly. We can't make pace with our infantry. But yeah, you can see now. They finally come up, and it's the finale, guys. In the song and in the game as well. They do make a nice little push here towards the end. I'm just kidding. They don't. We blast them to hell. You can see the artillery trying to put up some sort of fight. It's not working out for you. It's not working out for you, Great Britain. Just give it up. Yeah. It's a nice little scruff going on. In name, not Boston, David. Alright, here we go. Victoire is ours. Spain has made it so. Montenegros, you're next, baby. You're next. Can't wait for it. So just 2 regions left in the in Americas. 2 regions left. Now let's work on knocking out Poland, Lithuania. We got a little bit of a force we're sending up there. Yep. After the intern, this is going to fall with no problem. They do accept the surrender. We're in distance. Let's go ahead and get Lithuania itself. So Poland, Lithuania is no longer Poland, Lithuania. They're just Poland now. So your short-term Poland is actually accurate. They're not Poland, Lithuania. They're just Poland now. All right. Let's go ahead and make them no longer Poland either. They'll have to change their names to Silesia after this, because that's the only region they're about to have. Scurvy devils. Alright, here we go. Let's get maximum firepower to take out these I'm sorry, I almost said it wrong. The Polish. Because they're not Polish Lithuanians. I already said that. Anyways, alright. Time to declare war on the Inuit nations and take Montenegros. We gotta wait till the next turn, but hey, they know it's coming. I'd expect them to sally out. I already know that they will. So it's a spoiler alert. They are gonna sally out on the intern. And that British fleet's gonna come over and take out my ship too. I'm telling you stuff before it happens. And I also know what's gonna happen with this ship here. Should I tell you? I'm gonna have to. I'll go ahead and tell you. All right, I'm gonna have to declare war on the freaking Venetians so I can take out that fleet, because they got that army. It goes over, and they try to land it before declaring war. They tried to put it right over by Portugal, so I had to take them out. I knew what their plan was. But anyways, now that I spoiled that for you, hopefully you'll keep watching. I couldn't help it though. I couldn't help it. I had to get off. I can't keep secrets here, guys. I can't keep secrets whatsoever. But I've got my plans prepared for them, because I think I read it well enough, seeing what they were doing before the thing even happened. Alright, I think it's time to send the big guns to Poland. Try and use the artillery on them. If you know what I mean. Apparently I gotta go the long way around, but not so much. Alright, here we go. It's the battle for Poland, Warsaw. It is a war after all. Alright, look at these beautiful Spanish troops going on there. That's my boys right there. That's my boys. You can do this. I have confidence in you. Alright, so we're going to do our typical thing. We're going to go up and start laying down from the corner of the fort. But we got a reinforcement army, and I will tell you, this battle is a laggy son of a biscuit indeed. But what we're going to do is we're going to send in our cav to the opposite corner and take out their artillery, because I don't want them getting any shots on me, but apparently they're not limbered up, so we got to go into the melee. Take him down. Now this escalates a huge, massive set of events that's going to go down over there as we limber up the artillery to start laying into them. There is a reinforcement army that's going to be coming in on the opposite corner from where our artillery is set up. So we have our reinforcement cav. You can see 2 light dragoons in the running mode. on their way to knock out this cav that's coming in. One cav is already there, the other's a little bit away, but we're gonna hit full head of steam into this Hussar and start shooting him from point blank, and hopefully that knocks him out now that our reinforcement Light Dragoon has finally come over. Of course, Light Dragoons are super good in obviously knocking out any cav that there is, as we mowed them down, as you can see. Even if it's not a 2v1, usually a 1v whatever cav is too much for Light Dragoon. I mean, it's not too much. It's too much for them to handle the Light Dragoon. Because when you go into melee, it's always very important to remember to click the target, not the swords, when you're shooting them, as you see me doing here. That way you target shoot, even if you're in melee like my other one is, my other Light Dragoon. Your Light Dragoons will still shoot. And this is also another little tip that you can use using light infantry as well. So if you're ever in melee with your light infantry or your Light Dragoons, don't use the sword melee, use the actual target button. As you can see, some of the Polish Lithuanians are sallying out. I don't know what the heck they're thinking. Yeah, it's a laggy game right now. So I'm going to really chop and edit this thing down so you're not bored. Your tits aren't bored off here. All right, here we go. Throwing the grenades in, super slow motion and laggy style. Look at that. They're just limbering and hanging up in the air. I can do all kinds of cinematics with this. This is crazy. Here they go. Grenades are about to drop finally. They're like feathers. They're floating in the air. All right, here they go. They're dropping. About to see some Polish troops get mowed down by these grenades. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom. All right. So, yeah, it seems fun here, but I'm going to tell you, when you're in the actual lag of the game, it is absolutely hair-ripping out frustrating. Yeah, just like these Polish line is getting frustrated. Here comes another one. We dusted off that. You can see him routing off on the other side. So we're just going to grenade that one down too. They're going to be a piece of cake. As you can see, we take to the grounds of the fort, and that's what actually breaks the lag from the game. So it's actually a little more bearable at this point that we got our troops in the square. That's what it took. Usually you can throw your guys on the walls and it'll break the lag. In this case, we had to actually get in the square, in the courtyard, and that's going to be too much for them as we got the countdown ticking. They can't do anything to stop it. Nothing. So this one is done. Poland is no longer in control of Warsaw. Haha. Eat that. Yeah. Beautiful. Now, with that feat tackled in a second, hopefully. Alright, they're breaking. It's over. 23 seconds they break before the time's up. It's done. Put a fork in them. Steak in them. Whatever it takes. Alright, here we go. Victory. We only lost 428. They lost 2,000. That's a beatdown. That's a beatdown, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. Alright, so now we just got to figure out how to get rid of the nation of Silesia, the former nation of Poland-Lithuania, or the former nation of Poland. Yeah, it's their turn too. So, prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, we're back at it. It looks so familiar, doesn't it? I can't help it, guys. Yeah, look at those grenadiers. The pride of the Spanish army comes forth. Yeah, this battle is so similar. Just like the last battle, we got to take out this artillery on the corner. This one more so than any, because this fort is a smaller fort, so they can absolutely lob artillery from this side and hit our artillery. So it's vital we take it out. So it causes a big escalation of events here. As you can see, I'm going to melee in to try and take out both these artillery pieces. It's not going to fare as well for them. I got to bring these other light dragoons around the side so I can use them to continually shoot. Yeah, my other one just couldn't make it in there. I think it didn't help matters that I shot my own light dragoon. Now, you can see there is plenty of units here versus me. There's 2 artillery and 2 cav. I'm going to go ahead and melee in at first. Send one of them to hit one of the artilleries. Try to knock them out. I can't have them blasting into me. But then I'm going to have to detach from this melee mess because they're going to be shooting down from the walls as well. So it's hugely important to get out of this. Now, light dragoons are light morale. Luckily, I do have 2 chevrons, so I can pull this off. Don't necessarily recommend doing that if you have a regular no chevron light dragoon. The extra chevrons do help, because I have at least 1 extra morale because of that. And the general does give me a little bit extra morale boost as well because of his stats. But yeah, you can see they send cav after cav after cav over here on the flank. They just keep pouring out like a bunch of rats in a cage. So luckily I do end up winning that fight. Now over on the other corner, you can see they got just as many cav and artillery over there as well, but they're no threat to me from that corner. It's not, my artillery is not exposed to them, if you will. Alright, so it's quick lime time, but we try out the explosive shells just to see if it's a little bit better. But yeah, it's pretty horrible. You need percussive shell if you're going to use that shot. So back to the quick lime it is. The dead are about to pile up, my friends. The dead are about to pile up. As you can see, they're hitting the floor. The Polish, or the Silesians now, don't really seem to care. They're just stomping on their dead comrades. Yeah, they have a reinforcement army here. That's what's going on here. But our grenadiers in line are making short work of them. They're no big whoop, if you will. No big whoop. Give them the platoon fire, because we researched it already. Here we go. Light dragoons coming around finally to get them. And yeah, look at that quick lime. Pour it on them. Just a matter of time, and they will be nothing. Trust me on that. I know the future. Woo! It's getting hot in here. Ooh, boy, oh boy. You just gotta love this tactic. Works every time. Alright. Yes. As you can see, they're whittling down. All of them are about to rout. Nothing left but to go up and grenade the rest of them into oblivion. And then there's nothing to oppose us as we climb the walls and take this fort. But yeah, I could have done it sooner, but I was having too much fun throwing these grenades on them. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty satisfying for some reason. I don't know if that's says something about it, but yeah, it probably does. It most likely does. Yeah, I just can't help it. Here we go. Death from above, even if it is from below. Yeah, this was a full 120 unit before my grenadiers got to him. So you don't always need just the quick lime to do this. But you do lose some grenadiers down there, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, they blew them down to the man. And there we go. Only lost 200 men. Pretty sweet. And there goes the former nation of Poland, Lithuania. The former nation of Poland. The former nation of Silesia is done. And here we go. The battle for Montenegros with the Inuit nations. Yeah, this looks similar too, doesn't it? Except these Inuit seem like they are quite prepared to fight. Maybe even more so than the Plains nations. As we duck for cover in these purple flower fields. I don't know what type of flowers those are. Maybe if the Daily Woo was here, you'd think they were petunias or something. But anyways, yeah, they're still coming forward, even under suppressing fire from my awesome little frontiersmen. Who brings musketmen into this fight versus frontiersmen? I don't know, but they aren't going to do well. Okay, you can see I'm just holding the slope of the hill against them. Comes to be a quite nice defensive position. But look at that native artillery laying some fire down upon us. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. Gosh, I loved this battle. Was actually quite fun to fight. I'm not even gonna lie. This is probably the battle that I enjoyed the most in this whole episode. I think it could be because of the visual spectacularness of it all. But I do love these frontiersmen as well. All right, here come the natives. They're throwing tomahawks right between their musketmen, right into us. Yeah. And they had some cav coming, but yeah, they don't last. They didn't make it. All right, here comes some more of their warriors throwing tomahawks at us. Interesting tattoos they got as well. Alright, so they are hitting some of my guys with the tomahawks. So I think I do push my frontiersmen back. My hats don't seem to do well versus tomahawks. So, yeah, we're going to have to pull it out. Cowboy hats and tomahawks don't mix. So, yeah, look at that artillery coming from the natives. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. Alright, time to... I hope I roll these frontiersmen back. We're starting to take some damage. There we go. Finally, I do it. Get back, boys. You done your part. Let the line infantry have some fun. We got a fearsome little force coming at us, I ain't gonna lie. But I had this tactic prepared for them when I folded to be able to envelop them as they push into me. So we're going to do that. We're going to roll the frontiersmen to the center, roll this line to the flank, and yeah, it's just going to lay down flanking fire on them, and they're not going to like that much. They don't like that much at all. This is going to break this whole flank. And once that flank goes, we're just going to be all collapse their whole center. Yep, here it goes. And that's going to be pretty much that for the Inuit. They're not going to be able to withstand this punishment from the Spanish troops. Yeah, look at our frontiersmen point blank on them. And our cav takes out their artillery one at a time. There's one more way back there. The cavs starting to hit them in the center here too. Let's just all go into melee. Get these guys out of here. Look at that. Just look at it. Soak it in. It's a beautiful thing. Spain taking the field from the enemies. Yep. Sorry. But yeah, this thing's going. Alright, guys. So that pretty much wraps up this episode with our heroic victory, and we will now be able to take Montenegros from the Inuit nations. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Look at this. They're wanting to give me a heaping amount of money. No, we're getting world domination here. So, once again, if you did enjoy this content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Help me hit that 1,000 subscribers, and we will see you on the next video, guys. We're going to set this one up. We're declaring war. We're going to get this thing done for sure. All right. We'll see you in a couple days for the finale of all finales, the famous Spain campaign finale. All right, we'll see you then, guys. Thanks again.